Hey, this is Mandy. I'm going to have her think of an hour of the day, and I know exactly what she's going to be thinking of. It's going to blow your mind, Mandy. I've got a prediction here. Don't look at it just yet. It's over there. And did you know a deck of cards is a lot like a calendar? Because there's there's like 4 suits. There's 4 seasons. There's 12 court cards. There's 12 months. There's 13 cards in each suit. There's 13 lunar cycles. And if you add up all of the cards in the deck, counting the Jack is 11, Queen is 12, and King is 13, there's 365. The amount of days in a year, and that's crazy to me. So we're going to do a prediction all about time. Okay? Can you take the cards and deal 12 cards onto the table? Perfect. Now, what I want you to do is just quickly give those a bit of a shuffle, okay? And I'm going to look away. What I want you to do is think of a time, think of an hour, like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Think of any hour, okay? Whatever hour you're thinking of, you're going to take that many cards, put them in the box, and then just put the rest on top of the deck. Okay. So if you're thinking of 3 o'clock, you'd put three cards in the box and then put the rest on top, okay? Now, the reason I get Mandy to do that, there's 2 reasons. The first reason is it commits her to that hour. And secondly, it means that if she forgets, she can check the amount of cards in the box and then put the rest on top. Are we done?
Yep.
Nice. So as this is all about time, I think you'd agree there's no way I can know what time you're thinking of, right? What hour you're thinking of. I was turned around the entire time. I'm going to make a clock using cards. This is going to be 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, okay? Now, you remember that prediction was there the whole time. And remember, you shuffled, you mixed, I still don't know the hour. I'm gonna prove to you that I knew what you would do before you even did it. For the first time, what hour are you thinking of?
6 o'clock.
So that's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, right? This one here. If you'd gone to 7, it would have been the 10. If you'd gone to 8 o'clock, it would have been the 9. 5 o'clock would have been this 9. They're all different is the point, because you shuffle them, you mix them up, right? But you ended up here, and you ended up on the Queen of Hearts. It's a good card, the Queen of Hearts. And that prediction has been here the whole time. Your mind is officially blown. I know, right? Right, before we begin, this uses just a normal shuffle deck of cards, and it is a killer prediction. If you want another killer prediction, by the way, you might want to look into Game Night by me, Craig Petty. You can get it in the link below. It's a killer prediction trick. It's awesome. It's all based on like a Trivial Pursuits game, and it got nominated for the 2025 Mentalism Trick of the Year. So you can go check it out. It's the link's in the description, but let's get on with this. This uses something called the clock principle. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to have a prediction. You can write this down on a piece of paper. You can take a card from a different deck like I have. All I've done is taken a card from a red back deck, Queen of Hearts in this case. Now, whatever card you're predicting, whatever the prediction's going to be, you're going to put that card from this deck in the 13th position down. I've already done that. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and there's that Queen of Hearts. So it's in the 13th position. There's 12 cards on top. Now, when you want to do this trick, you're going to simply bring out this card and tell them it's a prediction, put it to one side. Now you're going to open up the deck. And I like to show the cards face up and then let them see they're all different. And I do a very quick self-working false cut. It's called a JOC false cut. You cut you put a third of the cards to the left, then a third of the cards into the center, the rest of the cards to the right. And then you pick the packets up from left to right. It keeps that card in the 13th position. Now, all you do is, once you've done that little false cut, you deal 12 cards onto the table. You talk about time and how a deck of cards is a lot like a calendar. And I deal 12 cards, 1 for each hour. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now remember, that 13th card is the Queen of Hearts, but we don't tell the audience that. They can shuffle these cards if they want to. They can mix these cards up all day. And then you tell them to think of an hour. You say, think of an hour, okay? And then whatever hour you're thinking of, take that many cards and put them in the box. That way, if you get the hour, you'll be able to check how many cards you've got in the box. Let's say they think of 5 o'clock. So they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they put those cards in the box. They do that while your back is turned, right? So you don't know, apparently I don't know how to put cards in the box. You don't know how many cards they've put in there. And then once they've done that, you tell them to put the rest of the cards on top of the pack. So the situation here is, you don't know anything. And you really don't. You have no idea what hour they're thinking of. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to take the cards, and I like to do another little false cut at this point. So I do exactly the same false cut as before, and you're going to deal the cards into a clock face. You're going to start at 12 o'clock. You have to start at 12 o'clock. If you don't start at 12, it's not going to work. And you're going to count backwards from 11 to 1. If you count forwards, it's not going to work. So you take the cards and you go 12 o'clock, so that goes in the 12th position. In the 12, imagine it's a clock. You are making a clock here. So you go 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you say, that's 1 o'clock, that's 12 o'clock. You then tell them to take the card. You say for the first time, say your hour. And in this case, it was 5. So you say to them, count to the 5th card. So you go 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And you tell them to look at that card and remember it. So they look at the card. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You can either tell them to look and remember it and put it back, and then you can do it while the back's turned. Or if you want to, you can have them openly go to their number. I like to openly go to the number. So I'll say, what hour are you thinking of? 5 o'clock. Well, that's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Let's look at this card. Oh, it's the Queen of Hearts. And you can say if you'd gone 4 o'clock, it would have been different. 3 o'clock would have been different. 2 o'clock, 7 o'clock. You can show that all of these cards are completely different. And you say, but you ended up on the Queen of Hearts. That was your choice. The cool thing about this is whatever hour they're thinking of, that card will be at that hour. The trick works itself. That's the clock principle. And for the big finish, you turn over the prediction and you show it matches completely. And you've done a killer mentalism trick. So there you go. Go learn it, practice, practice, perform. Go check out Game Night in the description down below. And most importantly, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Because here's the thing, if you click subscribe and then you click the bell, that's going to notify you when new videos are uploaded. We try to upload these videos every single week. So if you want to be notified when the next video comes out, click the bell, click subscribe, and I'll see you again soon right here at the Penguin Studios. And remember, like Eric Tate says, practice, practice, perform.